Hello everyone, this is Sakazar Dark... Well, actually, this is really Fox, Nerdy Fox, but... here's the thing. Saku lets me use his account, and he lets me play the games while he does the voiceover. But anyway, we want to all say thank you for 50 subscribers. We never thought we'd get this far. I mean, we kind of figured we'd get a lot of views, but when it comes to subscribers, we were just lucky enough to even get 5 at the start. But now we have 50. I cannot believe this. I really am thankful for everyone who watches the videos, shares them, enjoys them. And we do hope you enjoy more to come. More projects, more videos. Bad jokes. Obviously. Other than just the 50 subscribers congratulations video, which is what you'll be seeing next, with a continuation of Winds of Change. Some news to also put out. On July 18th through the 22nd, me and my friend CJ Allday 1130 will be attending MetroCon in the Tampa Convention Center. Yeah, that's it. That's where MetroCon was last year. And I'm attending. I'm going to be going as 3 different cosplays. There'll be a surprise, though. Can't spoil everything, my friends. Other than that, nothing much to say, but constantly thank you. And thank you. And I hope for more to be shared. I hope for more love to come. Spread the furry love. Wait, that could be taken the wrong way. Not in that way. Not in that way. But, just, please. Continue the love. Please share who all you think would enjoy these kind of videos. And don't be afraid to contact me through the YouTube or possibly Facebook. And let me know what games you want me to play. I still have that request for Bendy and the Ink Machine, but the thing is, we want to wait until all 5 chapters are out. Then we can go from 1 all the way to 5. I know, kind of dumb, considering how long that would probably take. But hey, the wait will be worth it. I'd much rather complete a game, rather be stuck in the middle, and wait for however long it takes for another chapter to be coming out. I know that's what a lot of YouTubers are doing, but hey, I'm different. We're different. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy another grand episode of Winds of Change. I missed. Boop. Hey.
Oh, to all the furries and the humans in the world, my name is Sakazar Fang, and welcome back to Winds of Change. Now, we're having a celebration today, for this is our 50th subscribed episode. Yes, that means we finally hit 50 subscribers, in case you haven't noticed, after Nerdy took over my equipment for a little bit to make that announcement. But anyway, no time to be arguing, no time to be upset at him. He's just doing his job, and I'm doing mine. Now, let's return to our little quest. My eyes shoot open and I instinctively clutch my gut. The pain from the vision lingers, pulsing through my body. Which I had that before through my own nightmares before. Like, one of them was I got stabbed literally in the stomach by claws, and I could still feel it when I woke up. Panting heavily, I squirm in pain, waiting for it to fade. Ugh! I fall off the side of my bed and slam into the floor. Thankfully, this makes me fully lucid, stopping the pain. For a moment, it's as if I existed in both scenarios. I rise to a sitting position and focus on my breathing. Still in shock of what happened, my heart beats frantically. It takes a while before it slows down, but I happily wait. When these negative feelings subside, I stand up. The vision I just experienced plays on a loop in my head. I had to warn Milas. I had to ensure this didn't happen. And if you hear anything in the background, that's most likely my dog. A knock sounds on my door, and I lock up in fright. After what I just saw, my mind is filled with anxiety. Thankfully, as a voice calls out to me, I'm put at ease.
Hey, Seer! Open up! Don't make me wait all day again.
Okay, that sounds cute. Who is it? It's Fortime. He's my best friend, a Velissa's student. As my scribe, she had to train a backup, so to speak. A terrible scenario to plan for, but it had to be done. I rush over to the door and quickly unlock it. Welcoming him in, I notice a huge grin on his face. I feel relaxed. It's a brief reminder of safety.
Did you just wake up? Oh, jeez. I hope we won't be late. Don't tell me you forgot what day it is.
Okay, you're cute, dude. Let's say we can be joking, and according to your smell, it's no bath day. Flirty, you're here, so it is cute guy day. I like that. That's funny. You're here, so is it cute guy day? Whatever it is, I don't need your help. You'll have to refresh my memory, Fortane. Let's be nice. You'll have to refresh my memory, buddy.
Huh? Did you forget? Oh well, I don't blame you. There's lots going on lately.
Oh?
You're being officially inducted. You know, the ceremony to brand you as a seer? It should have happened ages ago, but stuff got in the way.
Oh.
Let's not delay it anymore, alright? Just sign this paper before we go. Milas wants it. Consent for the ceremony.
Okay. Use keyboard to enter name. Oh, now I get to enter my name. Ugh. S-A-K-U-S-A-R-O. Doc. Fang.
Boop. Thanks. This is exactly what I'll need. Put on something fancy. I'll wait outside.
I reach out to try and stop him, but he's already gone. No, come back, cute guy. It's for the better, though, as he must have known what I saw. The only people authorized to know were Milas and Velissa. I walk over to my wardrobe to look for an outfit. As Fortane pointed out, I'm still in my small clothes. If it was a big day, I guess I have to dress the part. But what should I wear? Wear elegant menswear or a beautiful dress? If I want to, I can cross-dress. Yay! Not that there's anything bad to it. I'm just finding that very funny that that's an option for males as well. But let's go with the menswear. Yes, that should be a fine choice. I slip into the menswear and turn back to my room. I take in everything at once. It's a huge mess. Once I meet Fontaine, we might be busy for a while. I should finish up any last-minute business while I can. But at the same time, I shouldn't keep him waiting for long. Oh, I get to explore. There's 3 books here. It's a book on the true reach of the spirits. A very devised topic, and one that always debated.
The true reach of spirits. It is a widely held belief that plant life is a container for spiritual energy. Because this energy is so pure, residents of forested areas tend to lead a happier and more fulfilling life. While many are frightened at the ability for the spirits to influence our mood, they have yet to do so in a negative fashion. To this end, many people actively seek out homes in areas surrounded by nature and this positive energy. Whether negative or positive, being influenced with unknown intent is concerning to many people. It seems to be tolerated simply because the power helps in a beneficial way. What if the realm of spirits were to lash out and make us aggressive or worse? What if they are conditioning our minds to slowly bend to their will? At that point, they could make us do any manner of bidding. This is the thought that also keeps many away from such areas of Alestia. But as there are numerous large cities, finding a home that suits your belief is far from impossible. Many ask the Triumvirate to speak on this, but they remain ever silent on the matter. Is it possible that not even our rulers know the true nature of the spirits and their reach? August Veyer.
Ooh, I like that name. Found one book. I really wish I could just hop back into bed. Same! But I guess I have responsibilities and stuff. I shouldn't keep Milas in the dark for much longer. Can I look in that wardrobe? There isn't much use for my armoire right now. I already grabbed the suit and that's all I need. But maybe I'll organize it more when I get the chance. One of my books on the creation of Elysia. August Veller is one of the most famous scholars in the world. I tried to collect some of his works, but he wrote so much.
On Alestia's creation. There are many theories on when Alestia came into existence. None have any foolproof evidence and are merely based on personal belief and the conviction of the individual. The most popular, however, is the belief that the Triumvirate created our world. This theory is strengthened by the fact that no history or records of history exist prior to their rule. Therefore, the passage of time on our world is measured by how many years have passed since the first recording of known history, the Triumvirate's arrival. But, as the lack of evidence cannot be considered evidence itself, this is a topic of hot debate. The answer does not seem to be within our reach, and many scholars who dedicated their lives to this knowledge have since given up and moved on. As everyone on Alestia lives in a relative peace, these pursuits are considered a waste of time. If the Triumvirate truly did create our world, then we must thank them, for they are very generous and righteous gods. Perhaps one day, though, we will know the truth. Algus Veyer.
Hopefully this will be the truth finding. 2 books! We need 1 more. Is that a plant? I never watered this plant anymore, but it's still alive. Allegedly, plant life is a container for spiritual energy. It's odd, because in that case, plants are immortal. That's actually a good point. My cooking space is so messy, it's embarrassing. I'm glad Fontaine didn't stay and visit. I would have been lectured after lecture. Oh, would have been lecture after lecture. What's this? I was supposed to gather bags of grains for Milas. Valinor is self-sustaining and we take turns harvesting. But I think I have something more important to talk to him about. Okay, is this the final book right here? Last time Fontaine came over, he left his journal. Of course, he has nothing to hide and he's always open. I often benefit from his writing. He's smarter than he lets on.
On Scribes and Visions. The Scribe of Valinor is a very important position, and one not to be taken lightly. Tasked with hearing and interpreting the visions of the seer or seeress, they bear a large mental burden. The spirits have their own language, and many visions are cryptic in nature. Though visions have become more clear over time, they started out as a mess of metaphors and confusion. It's almost as if, over many years, the realm of spirits has found ways to communicate more efficiently. This is interesting for many reasons. We must wonder if the realm of spirits is a physical entity, capable of growing and learning. There is no real explanation for this growing level of clarity in communication. It is widely believed that the realm of spirits hosts the souls of those who have left our world, but nobody has ever actually communicated with the dead or seen a long-lost loved one. Instead, these spirits grant visions of the future to those capable of witnessing them. Almost like a warning, they've helped keep Valinor safe, and Alestia by extension. Either way, because the visions have become more straightforward, the scribe is more of a ceremonial position. Rather than carrying any real weight, it is just an attempt to continue Valinor's tradition. Recently, Valinor has given the scribe their own protege, someone to take over if the worst should happen. For this reason, I study valiantly under Valessa. Fortem.
Fortem, that's his name. I was saying Fortame. Fortem, okay. And we found all 3 books. I say we're good to go, actually. How do I leave? You're about to visit the world map for the first time. Click the question mark in the bottom corner for tutorial. Story flows and exploration will explain in more detail. Oh, wow. Your house, Main Street, Great Tree, Milas house. Exit. Can I go back somewhere? So this is my house. Okay, nope, that's not what I want either. How do I get out of here? Help. It will change. Some maps of multiple areas. Clicking these arrow icons will navigate between these when available. The character is not in your party. Okay, how do I leave then? Carpet is very luxurious. Valessa gave it to me. Sure beats walking on the cold wooden floor. Scribes go all out when it's their seer's birthday. Great! Can I leave now? Where do I go to leave? Town looks so peaceful and so quiet. It's a far cry from the way I saw it last night. Hopefully the vision was far off and not impending. Am I supposed to use the world map to go there? Like Main Street? Oh, there we go. Wow, I'm dumb. When I exit my house, I feel a wave of heat overtake me. The sun pierces through the canopy of Valinor with fierce intensity. Some of the residents use makeshift fans, looking utterly exhausted. For Tom, however, stands there unaffected with a huge smile on his face.
Wow, I didn't expect you to dress that fancy. I'm a little jealous now. I feel underdressed. You should do my wardrobe next time we go out. Hey, are you okay? You look a little shaken up. Are you nervous about the ceremony?
I had a concerning vision last night.
Oh, I see. Perhaps we should find Valessa first. It must have been bad if you're acting like this. But hold on. Just remember the basics.
Okay.
Visions are never foolproof. They're always full of errors. It's like looking at a painting. It's up to interpretation. Everyone who looks at it would walk away with something different. Not that I have visions, I'm just trying to help. Valessa will make sense of everything you saw. I know it. Sometimes visions make mountains out of mud piles.
I really love the facial expressions they give these characters. Fortame, it's worse than you think.
Whoa, really? Scare me half to death, why don't you? Let's put everything on hold then, and get Valessa. We're supposed to meet her in the town square. But if this is as bad as you say, you better tell me too. Not as a scribe in training, but as a friend. Got it?
You're more than a friend to me. Oh, that's cute. I'm sorry, I have to obey the rules. You're asking me to break our sacred traditions. I'll have to play it by ear, Fortane. And you got it, Fortane. Aww. So I can be very flirty or passionate, aggressive, neutral, or I want to guess sad some way? I don't know. That looks like it's saying sad. I mean, he is a friend, but I also want to stick with traditions. We're supposed to meet her in the square. You better tell me too. Not as a scribe, but as a friend. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna save this. There we go. And I'm gonna go with you got it.
Sweet. Glad to know you're on my side. It's good to have a friend in someone like you.
Aww.
Anyway, we should head to the town square. With this vision business, we'll have a busy day. Don't waste too much time, alright?
Alright. For Tom has now permanently joined your party. Yay! The scribe in training. That's so cute. A comrade joining your party also retroactively unlocks contents. For example, you can bring Fautine to your home and talk to him there. It is a good idea to form a habit of revisiting previous areas. Okay, that's good to know. This is my home. There's not much more to say. I know it's a mess inside, but I'll have to fix that later. Maybe Fortame and I could have a private word inside.
A bit bigger than my house, but mine has more rooms. Which is better, though? More rooms or more space? My interior design books don't really cover that aspect.
Both are great, it's just how you use them.
The master has spoken. I guess it's true, though. Work with what you have. And if you don't have it, someone else surely will.
He is so cute. I will have to say that much. I must be blessed with peaceful neighbors. I never heard a single peep come from next door. Fortame is loud, but thankfully he lives across the street. With him next door, I'd probably die of sleep deprivation.
Aw, are you thinking about me? I saw the way you looked at me just now. Give it to me straight. What's going on?
I was thinking about how much fun you must... Well, he did say give it to me straight. You're loud, buddy.
I'll take that as a compliment, actually. The louder you are, the more fun you're having. You'll have to come and join me sometime.
Aww, he actually took it nicely. Criticism. He laughs and turns away from me. There's a hint of a blush on his face, but he covers it up. He's quite reckless in his youth, but isn't almost everyone? That is so true, and that is adorable. This is Fortain's house, and it's in tip-top condition. It looks brand new. He must take very good care of it. As I get closer, I notice a book left out on his porch. It has his name on the front, so I can only assume it's his own work.
Visions and paintings. A vision from the spirits is apparently more like a painting. When a vision is over, a seer or seeress can often vividly recall the bigger picture, while smaller elements are lost in translation. For example, if the vision was about the death of a villager, that part would be clear. However, how they died and what reaction each individual villager had to their death would be unclear. Instead of knowing this information, it is more like a gut feeling or a single interpretation of the events. In some cases, it is as if the spirits send us a single picture of an event, and the seer or seeress goes on to act it out in a dream in whatever way they can make sense of it. If at any time there was more than one seer or seeress, it is likely that their interpretations of each vision would be vastly different. But as there is only one seer or seeress at a time, we will never be able to put this to the test. Instead, the scribe discusses each vision in depth with the seer or seeress, and they come to an agreeable interpretation. Oftentimes, the smaller elements are disregarded, and only the bigger picture is given any credence. Using the death as an example, we would only assume a death is coming to Valenorth. Digging into why it was going to happen would be impossible. Although, as the spirit's ability to reach out to us and communicate slowly increases over time, we have to wonder if soon these visions will be concrete, and interpretations would become a thing of the past. Fortem.
Okay, so pretty much what I get out of this is that, like you said, the visions are like a painting, and we interpret what is going to happen based on the information that we react with it, and that apparently the people's reaction that we see in the visions, such as like Ulfric and... Oh, excuse me. Oh, that was a good one. Alicia's reaction could change depending on the way we give off the information. But it would be interesting to know what would happen if two seers interact at the same vision.
Isn't that cool to think about, Seer? The spirits are artists, and your mind is the canvas. There's so much work required in interpreting visions.
A lot of work.
Of course, the spirits grow stronger every day. It's already gotten to a point where a scribe is near useless. I have more volumes written on the subject. I'm sure you'll find them. Can you believe how much stronger they've gotten, though? I wrote this book years ago and it's almost outdated. We've been able to witness so much growth in one generation.
You're full of enthusiasm. Fortane. You're so cute. I seriously can't get enough of it. That's Valenor's post office at the end of the road. Village-wide notices are posted there, and we all have boxes. Sometimes it's easier to catch someone by mail when they're busy. I haven't checked my box in a while, but I rarely get any messages. I only really interact with Valessa and Fortin. We can't carry out our duties unless we're together in person. If I got mail from someone else, it would likely be junk. If Milos needed me, he comes to me in person too.
There's a village-wide notice posted about your induction. I think you'll have quite the audience later tonight, Seer. There's a big party planned afterwards too, dancing and all.
That sounds pretty awesome. I hope we're attending. Would you care to dance with me? Dancing isn't really my thing. In all truth, dancing really isn't my thing unless I really feel like I'm in the mood for it. Like, back in school, I would just go do school dances mainly to get away from my family. Yeah, I don't really dance or anything. I would just find a dark corner, sit there, and just relax, enjoy being out of the house and shit. So dancing isn't really my thing, buddy.
Sounds like you just don't know how to dance. I've been practicing my whole life. I'll have to teach you. I'm actually performing the ceremonial dance tonight.
You are just so cute. It is hard not to say aw to you.
Each time a new seer or seeress is inducted, there's a ritual. A dance that's supposed to bless our people and your skill. It's very slow and intricate. I hope to do my best.
Oh, buddy, I'm sure you would do the best you can do. I have no doubts whatsoever, buddy. In Valinor, we're very in tune with the spirits. Many believe that's because we're surrounded by nature. That is, however, except for the stretches of road we created. They are semi-recent and they caused a pretty large uproar. Some thought it would lead to more and more deforestation. Thankfully, it never escalated and became very convenient. It didn't harm our connection with the spirits either. In fact, over time, that bond only appears to grow stronger. Okay, that's cool. So what exactly are up here? The higher up you live, the more you have to pay. Houses up there with great views are way too expensive. Of course, the elder happily lives above everyone else. Thankfully, that's not reflected in the way he treats us. I know the streams of water are in full flow today. We siphon off water from falls higher up in the mountains. That's how we fill the water tank each and every day. Each morning, every citizen does a water run, so to speak. These runs are a requirement for everyone in Valinor. Without them, the tank will overflow and flood our village. I should do mine before it gets too late, actually. One person might not matter, but that's a bad mentality. Wait, that could also be useful, though. Because if nobody does a water run on the day that the village is going to be attacked, that overflowing water can be used to take out the flames. I hope. Can I search up here? No. Oh, something's up here. I often see Fotam up here, just passing the time. Climbing the trees of Valinor is his #1 hobby. He always talks about how he'll climb the grand tree one day. Aww. Dreams. Oh, nope. Didn't mean for this.
A bit bigger than my house, but mine has more rooms. Which is better, though.
I'm
The
sticking with
master
what
has
I
spoken.
said earlier. So, I guess we're good here. We can leave. Town square. Let's go. The town square is a serene and beautiful place, like usual. A far cry from how I saw it in last night's vision. I take a deep breath. And relax. We're all safe.
Hey, nice to see you again. I was starting to worry you might be late. Thankfully, we still have time to spare.
We gotta get going! There's a sword somewhere, and there's a fire, and Ulfric got killed, and She runs up to me and gives me a tight hug. I glance over at Fortame, and he appears embarrassed.
Oh my, is this a hint of romance I see?
No!
And in public too?
No!
People will start to talk.
No!
Shut it, Fortum! Nobody asked you. I was just excited to see the seer. Remember how special today is?
At least ask before hugging me. She says enthusiastic, Fortame. So what if there's something between us? I don't comment on rumors and speculations. Rumors and speculations?
That's pretty much confirmation in my books. Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
I don't like her! Walks up as a
But
friend.
I guess there's more important matters at hand. Sorry for getting sidetracked. I'm all over the place. Do your thing. I'll be waiting over there by the tank.
He runs up to the water tank and rests against it. He's definitely out of earshot, so I could talk to Valissa. We need to meet up with Mila so they could hear about my vision.
I swear, Fortum can be so insufferable. Be glad you don't work with him as much as I do. He keeps things interesting, to say the least.
I wanna make it nice with them, but I like Ulrich more, and I don't know how long it's gonna be until I see him again. Ugh. Is there a way I can have just multiple relationships with these guys, like I did in Nikojishi? Hey, don't be so harsh on the guy.
Hey, I'm just joking around. We're best friends. We're supposed to poke fun. Either way, something about this doesn't add up to me.
Oh?
Fortum would never willingly walk away from us. He'd only do that if he's not allowed to listen in. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but you had a vision, didn't you?
Yeah, a really bad one, Valissa.
Oh, really? I knew something was off. You seemed different. I didn't want to bring it up, but now I know why. Should we go to the Grand Tree then? Might be good to discuss this in private. If I tell the villagers, they won't bother us.
No, we need to get to Milas and fast.
Whoa, you're starting to creep me out, Seer. Involving the Elder? That's very serious.
You have no idea, girl.
But I trust your judgment. I really do. Let's grab Fortum and head to Miles' place. If it's actually that bad, you should be there with us.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Just promise me one thing. Do your best to keep calm. Some of the villagers are already looking your way. If they see you freaking out, they'll freak out too.
Lead by example. Okay, got it. Alyssa has now permanently joined your party. Yay! Like before, new contents have been unlocked in old areas, but a new feature, Parallel Chronicles, has also been unlocked. Ooh! A brief tutorial on that will follow after this dialogue window. Okay, Parallel Chronicles. The world of Elysia is a living, breathing place, though the story takes place from your perspective. The large cast of characters is always up to something. In the top left of applicable maps, you can view subplots by clicking a character's mini-portrait, which are those. You can do these in any order, but it is highly recommended that you do them in the order you see them. Okay. I wonder why that's highly recommended. So, let's actually try it. View Parallel Chronicle Damic. Yeah, I'm gonna see what this is like. Damic and Ulrich gathered in the town square come morning. The road to Valinor would be long and fraught with danger. But this time, Damic was certain he sent the right man.
Are you sure you'll be okay on your own? It's not too late to ask for some escorts.
Yes, Damic, stop asking.
Damic.
I'll be fine. And I'm well aware of the dangers. Bringing more people would just put them in harm's way.
Well, forgive me for caring. I just wanted to make sure you're comfortable. If the attack is imminent, you'll have to rush.
I expect it'll take me under a day. I'll arrive in the dead of night or maybe early morning. Seeking out the seer will be the first thing I do.
Fantastic, then things will go perfectly. Make sure to give the rest of the town a heads up. You can all evacuate together. You'll blend right in. But remember, you need to stop by Miles and grab the blade. Otherwise, the Triumvirate will seize it when they attack. If I'm honest, I don't think we stand a chance without it.
I can't believe they're attacking Valinor. The occupation of Mazeo is still so fresh. Thankfully, they haven't found us yet.
Right under their noses, just as we should be. I'm going to meet with the mayor after this, actually. I'll see about fully claiming those underground tunnels. Whatever they were digging for, they've stopped. I think it would make a fine base of operations. Getting the deed shouldn't be too difficult.
Wait, you mean we'll have a new home? No more sleeping on the hard tavern floor?
Oh, they've been sleeping in a tavern?
Never again. It's time we get established. I have some large shoes to fill as the general. The first step is finding us a fitting home.
Aww.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. But one last thing before I go. Is it true what I've heard about Miles?
Absolutely, so please be kind to him. He'll be a valuable ally in the coming days. Best of luck on your vacation, Ulrich.
Trust me, I wish that's what it was. But I'll try retrieving the seer and the blade as soon as possible. Good luck with the mayor. I think you'll need it. But coming back to a home with an actual battle plan? It's starting to feel like our cause has some real weight to it. I feel bad for doubting you, Damic. You're doing a great job.
Aww. Meanwhile. Okay, let's also see what's going on with the douche who stabbed me. View Parallel Chronicle Sovi 1. Yes. Sovi entered the chambers of the Triumvirate unprompted, for Halen had extracted the information they desired. They raised their hoods and turned to him, scoffing, a hint of aggression on their quickly concealed faces.
Sophie, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Halen has finished his interrogation, Masters. I thought it would be wise to relay the results. Unless you were plotting behind our backs.
We would never do such a thing. Information is granted to you as we see fit. If you are left in the dark, it is not permanent. But please, tell us what Halen discovered. We have a feeling our theories are similar.
Oh dear.
Yes, of course. The Exodus wielder is located in Valinor.
No, he isn't.
I am ready to launch our attack at a moment's notice.
No, you're not.
Good. Then it is time you hear the rest. Valinor is just a small part of our larger plan. We see no more reason to withhold this information.
Ooh, give it.
That much was obvious, Masters. Why did you keep it from me for so long? Halen and I are more than loyal enough.
Sophie, this is not a matter of loyalty. We are sure you'll understand when you hear. It would not be wise to doubt our word.
Yes. My apologies. Nobody likes being left in the dark. I will ensure my words sound less doubtful.
Ooh.
If there is a greater plan at play, I am honored. I find no greater pleasure than serving your cause. So please, tell me what you wish, and it will happen.
Oh dear.
We've led you to believe that Valinor is our goal. However, it is just the beginning of a much larger plan. Today, you will learn the true nature of the spirit realm.
Is it time to duel? Aw, I don't get to know that part. Aw. That'd be funny. There's buckets lined up right behind the faucets. In my haste, I didn't even drink or eat breakfast. Should I wait until I'm free to drink, or... Put your mouth onto the tap and drink. Go thirsty for an intermediate amount of time. I have to go by example.
I saw you staring down that faucet. Trust me, I've been tempted more than once. But the villagers need a better example.
Yeah, I know. Sucks though. There's a book sitting here. It's wet and stained. Most likely water damage due to its proximity to the tank. When I approached it, Fortom laughed and apologized to me.
Sorry, I think I dropped that when I was waiting. It's something I picked up from Mila's house a few days ago. You're free to take it. I have no use for it anymore.
Thanks, buddy.
Mysterious Mazeo. When the Triumvirate occupied Mazeo almost 20 years ago, many people wondered if they did so with an ulterior motive. On the surface, it looked like they wished to rid the region of piracy and those who would break the law.
Like
While
cops.
it worked, many believed that the Triumvirate was slowly becoming tyrannical.
Like cops.
There is one very peculiar thing, however. Their general, or mayor, is almost never seen, and the same goes for the honor guard they've placed in Mazeo. Hundreds of soldiers, almost never walking in the light of day. Instead, I've had several reports tell me that they dig in the night, deep underground, as if they're searching for something of importance.
Probably a
Could this
sword.
be what they wanted Mazeo for? I've branched out of Valinor and started corresponding with some people of note in Mazeo. It seems that even if it had a positive impact, many are against the idea of a forceful occupation. One city, and then the world.
Of course!
I suspect that the people in opposition will soon form their own army. It seems like they want to take Mazeo away from the Triumvirate and place it back in the hands of the people. A noble cause, I say. Valinor must never meet Mazeo's fate. The Elder of Valinor.
Ow. I'm sorry, guys. I just took a sip of my soda and it went down the wrong tube a little bit. Oh, ow. That hurt. Okay, anyway. So, that's interesting. It appears to be written by Milas' father, the previous elder.
Mysterious.
Nope. I already read it. Is there anything else I can interact? Water often spills out and gets the ground wet. It's mushy and soft to the touch. Gross.
Ugh, your shoes are so messy. And just before your big ceremony. Back away and watch your step.
Oh, you're so sweet, Valissa. The ground here is paved and dry. It's not wet like the rest of the soil. This would be the best place for me to stand. Okay, I'll just stand right here. And nothing else. Houses near the tank are reserved for the elderly. Something about minimizing travel time to our water source. Of course, houses near here are way too humid to be comfortable, but for some reason they don't complain and happily reside inside.
Try not to waste too much time here, Seer. I'm dressed in layers, and this humidity is gross. Wouldn't want to ruin my outfit before your ceremony.
That is true. I just want to know the area. That's all, Valessa. Give me some space, man. Alright, Milas's house. We need to get there now. Ooh. We enter Milas's house with an aura of purpose. Though they didn't know what I saw, they knew it was important. We see him shuffling papers at his table, oblivious to our existence.
Hey, Milas. We need to have a word.
He doesn't seem to respond and continues his business. Fortom seems anxious and taps his foot on the floor. A few moments later, Valessa gives up and interjects.
Milas, snap out of it. We need to talk about something important.
She slams a fist down on the table, startling Milas. He jumps back a few feet in fright and then laughs. Whatever he was looking at, it fully engrossed him.
You know what they say about death, right? When we die, we go on to live in the realm of spirits. With that logic, spiritual energy should be infinite.
You're handsome!
I'm not really sure how to respond to that. I mean, we've had seers and scribes for thousands of years. I'm pretty sure we'll have them for thousands more to come.
Wouldn't that be beautiful? Sorry for rambling, but we should all have a seat. I'm afraid things aren't going to go as planned.
He motions to the back of his house, a carpeted area. With no chairs in sight, it looks like we'll be sitting on the floor. We make our way over there, questioning just what he meant.
I think we were going to say the same thing to you. I mean, the seer had a vision last night. A big one. Hopefully, we have enough time to get through all of this.
Well, unfortunately, I'm past the point of subtlety. So, in the interest of time, I'll get right to it. The induction ceremony is henceforth cancelled.
Uh-oh.
What? You can't be serious. You hype us all up and take it away? There better be an explanation for this.
Fortown is fuming with anger and very upset. I guess Milas was right. Plans have changed. But the timing, along with my vision, was odd.
What's going on here, Milas?
I'm afraid that's a very complicated answer. Let's back things up a few moments. Seer, tell us about the vision you had.
Will do. I take a deep breath as we all sit down. That was the moment I told him everything. How Valinor was destroyed by the Triumvirate. I told him about the blaze and the agony. How the man who led the attack had a mystical blade. Not only did it kill Auric, but it killed me as well. When I finished my story, I met with silence. They look amongst themselves in shock and confusion. That's fine. It was a lot to process all at once. She doesn't look happy. Come on. Oh. None of them are really happy about all that. Yeah.
Just as I expected. It was only a matter of time before you saw it. That is, if the spirits truly cared about our protection.
Wait, slow down a minute. How do we know nothing was lost in translation? Remember how abstract visions are known to be?
I can confirm that an attack is imminent. Besides, Valessa, you know visions aren't like that. The spirits have gotten strong enough. That's no longer an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But this can't be true.
It is. And unfortunately, it's just the start. But there are still some important matters at hand. Before I send you off, I'll tell you everything.
Please. He smiles at each of us before taking a deep breath. I notice large bags under his eyes, signs of unrest. He must have been living with this secret for a while.
I didn't want to tell you until you needed to know. I'm just lucky that this vision waited until I was ready. The Triumvirate wants to occupy Valenorth, as they did Mazeo. I know what you three lost in Mazeo, and I'm sorry, but what they plan to bring to Valenorth is far, far worse. Punishment for my father's involvement with the rebellion.
Just like that empty armor seemed to imply. So Valinor did have some relation to the rebellion. And it wasn't just during Milas' short reign either.
We're supposed to be nonpartisan.
Yeah, that's our whole deal. Why would your father do that to us?
I'll never forgive you, Milas. Your father is responsible for all of this? He betrayed Valinor the moment he helped them.
Okay, first off, calm down. Yes, we can blame his father, but don't blame Milas for it. He actually wants to try and help us out of it too.
Understandable, but this is not my fault.
See?
Surely you know about my father's disappearance. But have you heard the stories of the recent rebel victory?
Oh wait, the recent rebel victory?
Rebel victory?
The blade that the seer mentioned. It was taken from the Triumvirate. Without it, they are weak and vulnerable.
Ooh.
But it was not an easy feat to accomplish. In their pursuit of the blade, many people died, including the leader of the rebellion itself.
I'm guessing your father?
The new leader, Damek,
Oh.
sent it here for safekeeping. I hid it in the grand tree where no one would find it. I want you to take it and seek out Damek in Mazeo.
Hey, slow down. This makes sense to you, but it's all a blur to us. Your father was one of the men that died to get this blade?
Indeed he was, Fortem. The rebel leader's death, my father's disappearance, I'm afraid those are intricately connected.
Ooh.
You mean...
Yes, I do. My father didn't work with the rebellion. He
I
created
knew it!
The first allegiance in Valinorth's entire history.
Whoa.
He formed an allegiance with insurgents in Mazeo. Together, they grew and created a large army, large enough to steal the Triumvirate's sacred blade.
I don't understand why he'd do that. We're fine on our own. We always have been.
Times are changing and leaving us behind. I'm afraid that Valinorth is a dying culture, Valessa.
Unfortunately.
What I am about to tell you must not leave this room.
I swear it.
What is it?
You know of Salberg, right? How it houses the spirit idol of Valinorth.
Yes, of course. But it's been blocked off for a long time. I've never gone to see a spirit idol in person.
I'm afraid it might remain that way. Seer, on the eve of your birth, it went dark. Valinorth is living unlimited spiritual energy.
Oh, that's not good.
There's no way I believe that, Milas. Our connection with the spirits is eternal.
I wish that were the case, Fortem. It pains me to say this, but it's true. You are the last seer we shall ever have.
No!
Normally, the spirit idol chooses a child. That child is imparted with a surge of spiritual energy. When they pass away, it does the same to the next generation. But you, seer, it gave everything to you. Like the spirit realm is making one final push. I don't know why, but I have my theories.
I would like to listen.
It sounds like the spirits have given up on us. Perhaps we took their gift for granted and abused them. Without that idol and their energy, what will happen to us?
Yeah, what would happen to them?
I expect that Valinorth will become like any other nation. We'll take history into our own hands, rather than act on guidance. It's not a bad thing, and I don't think the spirits gave up on us. In fact, I think it's the opposite. They're placing all of their hope on us. The seer and that blade can save us all.
I don't know if I can, but I'll try.
Back to that blade again? What does that have to do with all of this?
It's not an ordinary blade, as you've been told. In order to harness it, you need remarkable strength. Or, in other words, a vast amount of spiritual energy. Seer, I think the spirits chose you to wield this blade. To take it, join the rebels in Mazeo, and defeat the Triumvirate. I know this is asking a lot of you, but we always follow their lead. Valinorth may be attacked, but we can rebuild from the ashes. Our true goal here should be the destruction of the Triumvirate. History should be in our hands, not in the hands of unjust gods.
Wow, I really enjoy what you're saying here. And she's unsure. Come on, Alyssa. Or Tom, come on. Guys, don't give me that sad look. I don't like sad looks.
So that's why your father formed this alliance? To take control of our history in the spirit's absence? And to make sure the Triumvirate doesn't dictate our future?
He wanted to strengthen our bonds with outsiders as well. Without visions, we have to take things as they come. Foresight helped us out, but we won't always have it. What we do have, however, is the potential of the seer. I think that's why he sacrificed himself to get this blade. He knew that you'd be able to wield it and achieve liberation.
Ooh.
Please, take the blade and flee to Mazeo. When the ceremony is supposed to start, I'll tell the people. They're all rounding up, so it'll be easy to evacuate.
Okay.
We might be a bit behind, but we'll meet in Mazeo. There's lots to plan, and little time to plan it. We'll need new homes and blades for any volunteers.
Okay.
As far as I can tell, this is not up for debate. If you think it is, then consider it an order from your elder. Leave as soon as you are able, and we'll meet again soon.
Yes, sir. He stands up and walks away. Moments later, he's back to his usual business. We exchange glances with one another, overwhelmed.
Listen, I'm gonna try and be the voice of reason here. Milas said a lot of stuff, and it could be true or false. But if an attack is coming, we should go either way.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a weapon we can use. I think we should grab it from the Grand Tree first. Again, not siding with anyone here, just using logic.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, you're right. We do the same thing, even if Miles didn't tell us to. Find something to defend ourselves with, and leave Valenorth. But he said the spirits gave you all their power? And they cut their influence from Valenorth for good? This changes Alestia's entire history, not just our actions.
Huh.
I can't say I fully understand, but it makes sense. Miles' father foresaw all this and took action. I feel hatred, but at the same time, I feel hope.
Aw, good.
Let's take this one step at a time, Valessa. We'll grab the weapon and make our way out of here. The rest can fall into place as we move on.
True. We nod and we stand up as well. With an attack on the way, we had to move. Milos would take care of evacuating everyone else. If we got that blade first, Sophie couldn't use it.
So, to the Grand Tree then? I'll try to maintain one modicum of sanity. It's not like our lives were just turned around.
Yeah, you'll be
I'm
fine.
sure we'll manage as long as we're together. I'm not giving up on any of you. I promise.
Aw, cutie.
There's nothing we can't do if we all pitch in. Let's go to the Grand Tree and get that blade.
Huzzah! Oh. Well, before we do, let's see what these guys are up to. Domic 2. Domic conversed with Grizz, the mayor of Mazeo. There was much to be done before the rebellion could settle down. But first on his agenda was procuring the city's underground tunnels. A place to operate in secrecy would be essential to their continued success.
Come on, Grizz, this must be possible. Even their honor guard barely monitors the place. When they do, they're oblivious to our existence. If we don't push them, they won't push back. Although, one final push might be required. Either way, we need that deed as a rightful claim.
Domic, for the last time, it's not so simple. If the Triumvirate knew I was helping you, they'd kill me. I wouldn't be surprised if they damaged Mazeo as well.
I know I said this in the last episode, but damn, there's a lot of handsome fucking characters in here.
Oh, come on, it's not that risky. We'll operate silently. They'll never know.
I highly doubt that, honey.
Everything has a paper trail, Domic. They keep track of every step I take. At the end of the day, I'm still their general.
Oh, his eyes are so cute.
I understand that you want those tunnels, but it would be too risky. They'd find us out. I'm not gambling with my life, understand?
With them, it's a gamble, I'll give you that. But with me, I'll have you know it's a certainty. I don't think you know how much we need those tunnels.
Domic, is that a threat?
Uh-oh.
Of course not. We're too close for that. Close enough that you won't have to find out. I'm sure we can come to some sort of deal.
Mazeo has rubbed off on you. I'd expect such tactics from pirates, not you. I have to say, you'd need something big to woo me.
Oh no. Damek walks up to his desk and places some papers down. He looks up at Grizz with a smile, who returned only shock.
They dig for 20 years and find nothing. I use my forces and we find it in days. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is it.
Damek, I don't believe this. This is what I've been looking for.
I keep saying Damek when it's Damek.
You must tell me where it is.
A deed might sweeten the deal for me. Besides, you can report this finding to the Triumvirate. They'll be so ecstatic they won't notice anything else.
It is a big deal, and it might sate them. But they'd likely send forces here immediately. You want me to put a target on your new HQ?
Actually, their forces will be preoccupied. I have word that they're undertaking another mission. We'll have plenty of time to occupy and fortify.
Ooh.
I can't believe you found it, Damek. If you want the deed, you must give me exclusive access. Nobody else can touch it. I have my plans, and that's final.
Of course, I'd be more than happy to, but you might have to wait a bit longer. Tapping into it requires some special means.
Uh-oh.
But I promise you won't be waiting much longer. So please, if you would hand over the deed, and once they arrive, it's all yours.
Damn, Damek. Very sneaky. Alright, let's see what Sophie's up to. Come on. Sophie left the chambers of his masters, remaining in shock. The truth of things had been explained, and he was surprised. He knew it would take a while before he accepted these revelations.
Such a truth. And to think I never knew. This will change everything about my approach.
Master, you seem unwell. We leave tomorrow. You should get some rest. I know I'm not the one to give orders, but please.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It seems there is more to this attack than we knew. The Triumvirate just finished explaining our true objective.
Oh, what's that?
Our true objective? Sophie, what is the meaning of this?
I don't think I'm able to tell you, Halen. They trusted me alone with this information. Perhaps you can visit them on your own time.
Oh.
Typical. Teasing me with information and pulling rank. I want to prove myself, Sophie. I want to be at your side.
Trust me, that would be wonderful. But this is different. It changes everything. It would be better to hear it directly from them.
Okay.
All right, all right. I have to say, you seem quite distressed. I'll go talk to them, but take my advice and rest.
I'm afraid there's no time for that, Halen. I'm going to speak with the prisoner. He's coming too.
Wait, what?
Shane is coming with us? Sophie, that doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't.
It seems a run-in with the rebels is likely. To that end, I've come up with a fitting punishment. When you're done with our masters, meet me back here.
Okay.
Yes, of course. I'm ready to take action at a moment's notice. And now, something tells me we will be.
Oh dear, I don't like the sound of all that. Alright, let's explore a little bit here. The carpeted area is warm next to a large fireplace. Only the most expensive homes in Valinor have these. Scattered about the carpet are various trinkets and pipes. I guess an elder isn't mystical enough without a smoking pipe. Milas isn't using the stash, so I assume it's fair game. I push aside a few papers, looking for anything of note. A book on Salberg grabs my interest as he brought it up. Apparently the spirit idol there has stopped giving off energy.
Valinorth's line of seers. The seers of Valinorth have helped guide our nation to a state of constant peace. Everyone in Valinorth lives a simple and happy life under the guidance of the spirit realm. There's only one seer or seeress per generation, and their birth is marked by a surge of energy emanating from our spirit idol located in Solberg. There's a rotation of guards who watch the idol when a birth is expected to take place. As there can only be one seer or seeress at any given time, and the spans of time without them are very small, we can accurately predict when another shall be given to us.
Okay.
With Valenorth's small population, it is very rare for multiple births to happen on one night. However, that is not the purpose of my writing. I wish to discuss what was observed on the night of the most recent generation. Typically, the spirit idol will have a burst of light and energy before returning to a dim state. However, with the latest birth, there was no dim state. Only darkness remained when the final seer was given to us. The implications that this has on the future of both Valenorth and Alestia are too large to even fathom.
Oh dear.
We must simply take each day as it comes, knowing our dependence on the spirits will grow smaller and smaller. Now, we must come to rely on the rest of Alestia, instead of only ourselves. I will seek out potential partners in the future. The Elder of Valenorth.
I had no idea that they were hiding such a secret. Valenorth could run out of spiritual energy for good? The cold from Eastcrown could easily kill us off.
Oh.
Fortune, don't worry. It could be thousands of years before we run out. Besides, at this point, it's still conjecture.
Has a point there. Let's talk with our companions.
Hey,
Anything we should do before we go?
I wouldn't mind taking one last look at the village. It's so weird, knowing that an attack is coming. This could be the last time we see our homes.
That is true.
How are we just supposed to accept that? I expect we'll have plenty of time to grieve, but is that something we should really have to do? We don't have to look around, but I'd appreciate it. If I find something I want to take with me, I'll grab it. I'd much rather leave Valenorth behind with no regrets.
Aww. I can't make any promises, though.
I understand, but at least try. It's never easy, leaving a life behind. I get that. But one moment now could save you tons of sleepless nights.
Oh, he's so cute. Part of me wants to find all the books. I examine the table looking at the scattered piece of paper. Miles is deep in his studies, and I really hate to bother him. I want to read some as well, so I try to grab something he's put aside.
On Valenorth's blood leaves. Though it doesn't look like it at first glance, Valenorth is actually settled high atop the mountains of Alestia. Many believe that it is the spiritual energy that keeps our village and its surrounding areas warm. But the reach of this energy is not infinite, and it cannot affect the colder climate seen in Eastcrown. We don't venture into Eastcrown simply because our bodies would not be able to handle it. Either way, that is a separate story, and I wish to touch upon the blood leaves native to Valenorth. At the very top of the grand tree, for an unknown reason, the leaves grow a crimson red.
Ooh.
We have no explanation for this, though some people believe that these are the tears from the departed, trying to reach our physical realm. A superstition, to say the least. Every few years, a gale of cold wind comes from Eastcrown and assaults the canopy of Valenorth. This causes many of the leaves to wilt and fall off. The wind carries these dead leaves on a journey through Alestia's skies, including the aforementioned blood leaves. The rest of the world sees the falling of the blood leaves as an omen, a portent of bad things to come. The sky being painted red with these leaves may look scary to some, but those who live in Valenorth see it as a natural event.
Interesting.
Eastcrown is a pretty scary place. I've thought about going there, but I'm too scared. Apparently, it's cold enough to kill you in minutes.
The fall of the blood leaves is beautiful, though. I've seen it a couple of times since I was born. Not sure what other purpose Eastcrown serves.
Huh. But we found all our books, so we can go ahead and get going. Let's see here. I do want to keep my promise with, Fontaine. So we can go in here, talk to...
Hey,
Let's... Okay, I think I pressed the wrong one. I didn't want my house. Let's go to the main street. Oh, Ulrich? Wait, Pro? I never seen Pro before. Pro slammed his hand of cards down on the table. His opponent scoffed and shouted accusations of cheating. He smirked as he made his way to the bar, laughing them off. With his newfound riches, he celebrated over a drink.
Only when they lose do they accuse me of cheating. Where I come from, it's called a sore loser, Aaron.
It's only being sore if you're not cheating. Pro, are you swindling people in my tavern again?
Now, that's such a terrible way of putting it. There's nothing wrong with using sleight of the hand to win. I like to think that they're paying me for my awesome tricks.
And taking it out on me and my tavern. Yeah, I can see why you think that's so much fun. You're not the one who has to clean up after the brawls.
He has a point.
Trust me, I'd kill for a brawl right now. And remember, this isn't your tavern.
Sure it is. Has my name on the deed and everything.
Oh yeah? Say that to Domic's face. He's only keeping you open as an intermediary. We need a neutral place between Mazeo and Valenorth.
Trust me, Pro. I'd manage just fine on my own. Most people come here for the drinks and the fun. Domic's support is a bonus, not really a necessity.
Oh.
Besides, how is your investigation going? Weren't you looking into the seer or something? Hard to do that when you play cards all day.
He has a point, Pro.
You think I'm playing, but I'm secretly listening. Your patrons have given me a great deal of information.
Oh, do tell.
So you're stealing that from them too? Are you ever gonna give anything back around here?
Yeah, I'm this close to making my move. There's this really cool sword being held in Valenorth. I'm supposed to retrieve it along with the seer. Of course, that was almost a week ago. Domic is pretty impatient, so I better hurry. If I take any longer, he might send someone else.
Too late.
That's the smartest thing you've said. Not today or this week, just in general. It's not like that blade will come to you. Here, try this new ale that just came in. But after that, you really need to get to work. I'm afraid you're scaring away some of my business.
Yeah, I'll get right on it. At least let me write my boss first. There's a bunch of stuff he has to know.
You mean Domec? He's my boss too, you know.
Yeah, of course. I'll grab a paper, and you break out that ale. It better be as good as you're making it sound.
He is cute, I will say that much. I wonder why the spirits are getting stronger. Or maybe their grip on my mind is getting stronger. Either way, a lot of books on them are outdated. Even Fortum is struggling to catch up.
Visions and pain.
Nope. Okay, I thought I was actually being nice for Fortum to just go ahead and get what he wants and get out. Let's go to the town square and see what happens there. Looks like nothing, so okay, we'll just go straight for the Grand Tree then. Great Tree. The Grand Tree towers above everything else in Valenorth, and because of Valenorth's altitude, it towers above the world. We take slow steps across the makeshift bridge, holding onto the sides. Valessa stops in her tracks, taking in the surroundings. A hint of confusion appears on her face as she breaks the silence. Stopping as well, Fortom and I listen to her words.
Alright, we really need to talk. Seer, what are your thoughts on all this? You've been totally silent since we left Milas.
Hey, Valessa, no prying. Let him open up when he wants to.
I'm just curious, that's all. It's not like Milas treated us to afternoon tea. Everything is different. Besides, venting can help.
Let's see, I'd rather not talk about it actually. I don't know what to think. I feel lost. I feel invigorated. Like I finally have a purpose. I'm just taking things as they come, to be honest. I feel invigorated.
You've always had purpose, actually. But I think I understand what you mean. You aren't just another seer. You're special.
Very special. She turns back around and we continue walking. I try to admire the scenery, but that attempt is short-lived. Fortom, who had taken the lead, also stops in his tracks.
Actually, on the subject of venting, there's something I need to get off my chest. Or, I guess, there's something I need to ask you two.
Oh?
Sure. What is it?
I know we don't like talking about this, and sometimes we pretend it never even happened. But we can't anymore. We're going to Museo.
Yeah.
So I think now we need to face the facts. That's the last place our parents were... I mean, they were there when it happened.
Oh?
Casualties of the occupation.
Huh?
Now we have the chance to fight back against the Triumvirate. They were directly responsible for what happened there. Are we doing this for Alestia? Or for ourselves?
Is he talking about, like, all three of our parents in general?
You mean revenge? Fortim, I don't know how to answer that. All of our parents. That was so long ago.
Are we all orphans?
I don't know if that makes me a bad person or not. But we can't just fight because Milas told us to. We each need a purpose, even if they're different.
I guess I want Alestia's freedom. Is that not reason enough to fight?
That's a goal, Valessa, not a purpose. Let me ask the seer, why do you fight? What weight will you carry with that blade?
The desire to avenge our parents, a dream that no one else will lose their home, the drive to protect my friends from danger. Actually, I have no purpose. I was forced into this. I'd rather not talk about this. I want to say the drive to protect my friends.
Good. Tap into that drive whenever you can. Don't let any swing of your blade lack purpose. A fight without purpose is a fight you'll never win.
Now that is a true statement.
I have more to say though, so hold on. Our parents went to Museo together, as a group of friends. Now, we're doing the same. And trust me, I'm worried. They got caught up in a fight, and we will too. But I don't want to die. I want to save Alestia. So promise me, we'll stay together. Right until the end.
Of course, until the end. I have no idea what will happen to us, though. If you're asking me to make a promise I can't keep. Yeah, of course, it'll be a piece of cake. Of course, until the end.
There we go! That's the spirit! With that attitude, we'll never lose. Now let's get that blade and head to Museo.
You're so cute.
Yeah, I'm about ready to get off this bridge. Not exactly the best place for a heart-to-heart. Though, honestly, I'm glad you opened up. And actually, I think I found my purpose. I want to fight to protect my closest friends. So, about that promise, I'll be here. Right until the end.
Woo! I nod and they smile at one another. A few moments later, we continue our trek to the Grand Tree. This time, however, we reached our goal with no interruptions. As soon as we enter, we all spread out. Perhaps covering more ground will help us find it easier. However, much to our surprise, it's out in the open.
Wait, that's it?
It's wrapped up in a sack in front of the Grand Tree's altar. The general shape and size was easily discernible to me. It was the instrument of my death and Valinor's destruction.
There's a letter attached to it. Let's see what it says.
Wait, hold on. I don't think we're supposed to touch it. We should probably leave this one to the seer.
I'm sure it's fine as long as it's covered up. Very well. Feel free to do the honors.
Okay. They both look at me, leaving me little choice in the matter. It's not like they had any choice in this either, however. Taking slow steps to the altar, I look down at the letter.
Well, what does it say?
I kneel down and pull off the letter, breaking some adhesive. It's from Milas, and it gives us a bit more information. None of us have really left Valinor, so guidance is helpful.
Instructions from Milas. Thank you for following my directions. It's good to know we'll be able to work with each other on this grand endeavor. Hidden inside this package here is the blade we talked about earlier, otherwise known as the Blade of Exodus.
Yeah?
I'm not sure why it's been given such a name, but it was the Triumvirate's choice. As soon as you take it, please ensure that it never leaves your sight. A guide, Zamira, will be waiting for you on Main Street.
Samira.
He'll guide you to Peregrino, where you'll meet up with Pro, a
Okay.
trusted ally and longtime rebel. From there, Pro will guide you to Museo. Pro might seem a bit incompetent at first, but he's simply been following my orders. Having him come here and get you, as Damek originally planned, was much too risky. Instead, I told him to pass time in the tavern until you bring the blade to him. I had Zamira meet him in the dead of night in Valenorth's outskirts to retrieve the blade and bring it to where you are now. This way, no villagers were aware, and there was no chance of complications arising. I'm sure Damek will understand this delay. One final thing. I authorize you with access to Solberg, now that you know its secret. Feel free to stop there on your journey.
Okay. I put the letter in my pocket and look at Fortem and Valessa. It seems that our next objective was clear, much better than before. If Milas simply threw us into the wild, we get lost immediately.
The Blade of Exodus. That's a bit of a weird name, isn't it? Do you think that's the person who made it?
Or maybe it's a title for whoever wields it. You know, something like Seer or Cirrus. What about it? Should we call you Exodus?
It's such a stupid name for Fortem. I like the sound of it, actually. Let's just stick with my name, though.
Yeah, especially if the Triumvirate wants it back. Walking around as Exodus would put a huge target on us.
Yeah, that too.
That's not something we can afford if we want to blend in.
All right. Forget I suggested it. Let's get out of here before we waste too much time. We're supposed to meet someone named Zamira, right?
Yeah, at the main street.
I know them. They typically guard the town gate. No better person to carry out a secret mission in the night. I'm glad we'll have a guide. I was starting to worry we'd get lost.
Yeah. None of us have ever left Valenorth before. I'm sure it'll be great. We can even check out Solberg.
Yeah.
Grab the blade, Seer. The villagers would never question you.
I nod. As a seer, they wouldn't care what I carry. But I can understand if they saw an outsider with this blade. Mila's plan of using Zamira was definitely the best course of action. As we venture to Mazeo, however, some people might stare. But we're in a group, so I doubt they'd try anything. I pity the person who picked a fight with the Blade of Exodus. I carefully unwrap the package. The sight of the weapon causes me to tense up. I can almost feel the pain of last night's vision. Valessa and Fortem look down, seeing it for the first time. I exchange glances with them before my eyes return to the blade. I grip it for the first time, and that's when everything changes. With a blinding flash of white light, I fall back. Landing on the floor, I'm unable to see or move. It isn't much longer until I can't breathe either. I hear Valessa and Fortem call out for me. But as my senses are robbed, their shouts slowly fade. A series of visions plays out before me, and I can do little but watch.
You mean this was all just a trap? No, I don't believe it. I'm not giving up.
That sounds Fortem.
To think all of that was stored in this. After we tell the people, everything will change.
Damon?
We will aid you in this fight. But you are no longer a rebellion. Today, you become something much more.
I don't know who that one is.
Wait! Think about what you are doing. Without us, there is no freedom.
The Triumvirate, or whatever they're called?
Don't worry, nothing personal. Just playing with the hand I've been dealt.
That sounds like Pro. The Shadow Man approaches me with a dagger in his hand. I can't fight back. I can just watch as he sinks it into my gut. Soon after, I'm paralyzed on the ground. I can hear him laughing. Oh shit! I gasp for air as I grip the spot where he stabbed me. Valessa and Fontaine let out huge signs of relief. In my other hand, I hold the blade of Exodus tightly. I threw it across the room as I slowly regained my breath. They help me rise to a sitting position, the concern on their faces clear. Thankfully, I'm able to relax before they decide to question me.
What happened?
The blade. It gave me visions.
Wait, how is that possible? The spirits are the ones who give visions. Could it have something to do with your energy?
Valessa, it doesn't matter. For now, we just need to make sure he's safe.
Oh, right, sorry. Will you be okay? Can you move?
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Good. I'm glad to hear. Miles left a change of clothes for you. It was tucked underneath the blade, see?
She points to the package that held the blade. Resting there is a set of battle-ready clothing. A holster or scabbard is built into the back.
Maybe Milas knew that touching it was risky. If you wear this outfit, you can sheath the blade. It might be best to conceal it and minimize contact.
Wait, then why didn't he tell us that? Seems like a stupid thing to leave out.
Kind of, yeah.
I guess you have a point. Oh, well, I'm glad that things are fine. You should go get changed, Seer.
She tilts her head to an alcove at the back of the grand tree. I guess it would provide sufficient privacy, so I grab the clothes. They turn their backs to me as an extra gesture of consideration. It looks like a mixture of Valessa and Fortaine's outfit. Made of flexible material, it was clearly ready for a fight. The scabbard is adjustable. I could position it for my dominant hand. What should I do? Prepare the blade for left-hand access? Prepare the blade for right-hand access? I'm a righty. I tilt it to the right for easy access with my right hand. Not that I expected to be touching the blade all too often. When the rest of the outfit is on, I walk back out in the open.
Whoa! That looks really good on you. A lot more fitting than that fancy suit.
That's everything we need then? I mean, aside from the blade?
We all look to where I threw it earlier. Before we left, I have to touch it again. I can sense the anxiety within my friends.
Look, whatever happens, we're here for you. I doubt it'll be as bad as last time. And you're fine.
He could have worded that a little bit better, but there was truth to it. It was such a shock last time because I didn't expect it at all. But I was the seer of Valinor. I was meant to wield this blade. I slowly walk towards it, kneeling down when I get there. Whatever happened this time, I wouldn't let it control me. As I grab it, I remind myself that I am one with the spirits. The white light overtakes me again, but that's all. I can still move, breathe, and sense my surroundings. Deep within me, I feel connection defying explanation. It's beautiful, and I like to stay this way forever. Unfortunately, the feeling soon turns into something more. It's in a matter of seconds, the source of beauty is one of fright. I quickly sheath the blade to prevent any damage. Whatever that was, doing it for too long would hurt me. It seems that using this weapon would require some practice.
Well, that looked fine to me. You didn't end up on the floor at least.
It still hurt me. I need to take it easy.
Whoa, really? Milas was right then. It takes strength. Remind me not to touch that thing anytime soon.
Sure.
I'm curious to learn more about it. Like, where it came from and who made it.
Yeah.
Hopefully we figure that out along the way.
Hopefully.
So, should we get going? Or is there anything else we need to do?
We're supposed to meet Zamira on Main Street, but we should save that until we're ready to leave. One last look around Valinor couldn't hurt.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. Wouldn't want to leave anything behind.
A new feature, Party Banter, has been unlocked. Following this text box, a brief tutorial. Okay. Previous areas of Valinor have been updated. Party Banter. While you can talk to party members, they can also talk amongst themselves. Icons in the top right of certain areas will indicate which combination is looking to talk, and whether or not you viewed that scene before. Okay. You can now leave Valinor via the world map. Clicking the icon near exit will meet up with Zamira. The icon leading to Main Street will function as normal. Okay, well, let's see what they're talking about.
Wow, it's so beautiful inside the Grand Tree. Too bad they rarely let the scribe in training come here. I wish I had more time to spend in Valinor.
Actually, that's not a scribe in training role. It was more like a Fortum role. No offense.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're not exactly a quiet person. This is a sacred place, and silence is essential.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have been quiet, I promise. Just like when I go to the library.
Hey, I don't make up the rules. But honestly, I wish I would have fought it. I didn't realize our time here would be so limited. I thought we'd be here until we were old and gray. But to think that Valinor would just be a small face? You're not the only one who has regrets, Fortin.
At least you were allowed inside. I was kept out because of my big mouth. Well, I guess I'm the only one to blame. I'll try to watch my mouth from now on.
Aww.
I give you 10 minutes, tops.
Hey!
Dude, take it. It's 10 minutes. View Shane. Yeah, let's see what's going on with Shane. Shane paced around his prison cell, feeling the walls, looking for any structural weaknesses, anything he could use. He'd been in here far too long, and the isolation was messing with him.
Come on, Shane, there's gotta be something. You were supposed to break out of here ages ago. This mission is a bust. Dominic must be worried sick.
Was he one of the characters that I was hearing in the visions from the Blade? He knocked on the hard wall of the cell and found nothing. He'd been here ever since Dominic assumed control of the rebellion. His objective was to get caught on purpose and scan their castle, but his intel would do little good if this was his final resting place.
Come on, you need to do this. Nobody else has come through here and lived. You're gonna be the first, Shane, I know it.
A voice sounds from the doors of the prison. Sophie enters, laughing at what he just witnessed.
Ooh, looks like you're taking this worse than I thought. I need to talk with you, Shane, so come close.
Uh-oh.
And what makes you think I'll listen?
We haven't yet broken out the torture. But trust me, you're walking a fine line.
Whatever, just make it quick. I hate the sound of your voice. That, and I was enjoying my time alone.
You really don't care whether you live or die. Good. I like that in a potential soldier of mine.
What?
Wait, what?
Name your weapon proficiencies.
You're the one who caught me, Sophie. You should know full well what weapons I use.
He has a point.
I said proficiencies. Remember how easily I took you down?
Fine. I'm good with a bow. I can play with daggers too, but not as well. Just give me some arrows and point to a target.
Shane felt a sense of hope rise within him. If Sophie tried to recruit him, he could gain more intel. It wouldn't be hard to miss his shots on purpose. Unfortunately, his hopes were immediately destroyed.
Good. I'll have no problem finding you a bow. We're leaving on a mission, so follow me. You'll be seeing your allies sooner than you thought. Wait, are you smiling? Shane, I don't think you know what's happening. Taking you with me? This is your punishment.
Huh?
Again, what?
Yes. I'll line up a few of your allies. Then you'll show me how well you handle a bow.
Oh!
If you don't obey, I'll make you suffer.
In other words, he's gonna make him kill his own friends.
And if you do obey, well, your friends will think you've defected. They'll give up all hope of rescuing you. Then I can keep you here as long as I like. I know you may not fear death, Shane, which is why I'll give you something far worse.
Oh, shit.
Now, come with me. There's much to discuss. And remember what will happen if you disobey. It's time to realize that you belong to me.
Shit. Shane. I wish I could save you, buddy. Oh, wait, there's arrows here. Huh. Though, there's not really much. Alright, I'm gonna go back. Oh. Apparently there's more to look up. Sophie 3. Sure. Sophie stood in front of the Triumvirate's castle. With Shane at his side, everything was set in motion. Halen was late, likely learning the same truth from his masters. But as soon as he arrived, their plan of attack would commence.
We can sail to Mazeo in under a day. There's a ship waiting for us at the Balteus docks. As soon as Halen arrives, we'll be free to go.
Odd choice of words. I highly doubt I'll be free to go. Though I'm a little excited that Halen is coming along. He was much better than you, more threatening as well.
Shane, this isn't about being threatening. It's about who can put their foot down when they need to. Halen is all talk. Lots of promises, but no follow-through.
Huh.
Right, of course. Thanks for the heads up. I'll remember that next time he tries interrogating me. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you didn't like him.
I doubt he's long for this world. A Grand Inquisitor needs to be more than talk. That, and I work much better when I'm alone.
Working alone, huh? I don't think that's a very good idea. What if you get into a bind? Who'd help you then?
I don't get into binds, Shane. I'm more in the habit of putting them on others.
Yeah, we'll see how far that gets ya. So, what's the plan anyway? Attacking Valinor? You want the blade back, Halen made it pretty clear.
Now, why would I tell you that? Don't assume camaraderie between us.
Fine, just trying to get involved.
He's so cute.
So you can write to your rebel friends, no doubt. Don't try anything, Shane. I'm watching you. Besides, Valinor is an insignificant part of our plan. When we're finished, Alestia will be forever changed.
Dun dun dun. Okay, Damick. The tunnel underneath Mazeo were quiet, almost eerily so. Grizz and Damick met in secret, not deep enough to run into trouble. Any further, though, and they crossed paths with the Triumvirates on our guard.
I guess that settles it. The deed is yours. You have lots of work to do, Damick. What comes first?
Damick. Why do I keep
Lots
saying
of
Damick?
dusting, I presume. Though there's something odd about these tunnels. The honor guard has no need to eat, sleep, or socialize. Being empty suits of armor, they need none of that. But go any deeper and you'll see an entire hideout. Bedrooms, training rooms, a library, and more.
Maybe that's why they never found what we were after. They were too busy building some sort of utopia.
Maybe.
It'll be easy to fortify against attacks. They've practically done it for us already. I just wish I knew why. It's so peculiar.
I have a theory of my own, actually.
And what is that?
You know how those things are created, yes?
Yeah.
The Grand Inquisitor and that life-stealing sword.
Sword of Exodus.
Well, he was at my side when we occupied Mazeo.
I see.
The members of the Honor Guard that wander these tunnels. I think they're the spirits of those we killed, Damick. Perhaps they just want to continue living. It's heartbreaking.
Very.
That's an understatement. But it explains the beds and living quarters. And if they retain some memory, they'd hate the Triumvirate.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why they never completed their job. Or at the very least, intentionally threw their progress.
A theory with merit, I'll give you that much. But now we found what you're after, what happens? I think you should tell me what you really want with it.
Oh.
You can think all you want, but it won't happen. Just know that I'm looking to make up for something. I can never undo the occupation. But I have an idea.
An idea?
Very well. Whenever you're ready. As long as I have the deed, I'm satisfied. When the seer arrives, however, I'd love to hear more.
I have a strange feeling you're kind of bad. I don't know. Alright, so let's go to Main Street. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to, like, fully exit or whatever. Would you like to leave Valinor? Yeah, continue story. We head back to Main Street in search of Zamira. The Blade of Exodus is strapped to my back and it's heavy. Glances from the townspeople show that they're aware of this artifact. However, being who I am, they raise no concerns to my face.
So, Valessa, do you see him anywhere? I don't know what he looks like, so this is on you.
Yeah, sorry, I'll point him out. I'm just not used to the villagers staring like this. That blade really makes us stand out, doesn't it?
Yep, it really does.
Or maybe they're just admiring our good looks. Come on, Valessa, don't be so uptight. Nobody knows what this blade can do. Let him stare.
She gives Fortam no response as she scans the area. It's true, they could stare, but they didn't know. To them, it was just a cool sword, something new. Valinor could be pretty stagnant and short of excitement.
Wait, I see him.
You do? She points to a man standing near my house. He has his back against it and taps his foot on the ground. I guess he knew where I live. Miles must have told him.
Hey, Zamira. How's your watch going?
His ears perk up and he starts to approach us. A huge smile on his face as he quickly closes the distance.
Hey, Valessa. Long time no see.
Oh.
Can't complain. Things are pretty much the same. This is the most excitement I've had in years.
Oh my fluff. So much cuteness in this game. He looks me up and down before staring at the blade. Something told me he wouldn't stay quiet like the villagers.
Whoa. That thing looks pretty cool. I've heard a few stories, but didn't get to see it. You'll have to tell me more as we head to Peregrino.
Wait, hold on. I have a few questions to ask.
Oh, sure. Let's walk and talk. If I'm not mistaken, we're on a schedule.
Yeah, pretty much. He points towards the gate leading out of Valinor. Fortan speaks his mind as we start walking over.
So, you know what's coming, right? I just need to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. But Milas has a plan to keep everyone safe, and at the very least, we have a few days to prepare.
That's good to hear.
I'm confused, though. He knew about this attack. And from what he said, he's known for a while. Why give up Valinor? Why not fortify and prepare?
Actually, I heard something about that. Damek, the leader of the rebels, had a vision. Apparently, that blade is more than just a weapon.
Oh?
Wait, other people can use it then?
No one else has tried, to be honest. But in his vision, he saw the triumvirate fall. The cost was clear. Valinor fell as well.
Oh.
Who says they both need to happen? We could take them down without abandoning Valinor. Isn't it a little short-sighted to do something like that?
We don't really know for sure, Valessa, but it sure makes sense to replicate what he saw. That way, the rebellion's victory is guaranteed. Besides, Milas will evacuate everyone that's willing. Valinor can be resettled in the future. I know it. I just worry about those who don't buy into this story.
Yeah, I see.
What do you mean?
Well, some people will be stubborn. We can't force them to leave. We just encourage it. Those that stay behind, well, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, that I know
That's
of.
true. And it lines up with the vision. The seer mentioned that lots of villagers perished. Isn't there something we can do to help them cooperate?
We should focus on ourselves, Valessa. There's no point wasting time on something we can't change.
Nope.
Let's get away from these prying ears. I have some more news.
Oh, no. He smiles as we approach the exit of Valinor. News. In our current situation, that doesn't sound promising. But with curiosity piqued, we follow Zamir with haste. You are about to visit the Valinor region map. Story flow of the area is the same as before. However, you now have access to optional side areas. These are indicated by a question mark near the map icon. Oh. So I could go to East Town or Sulliburg. Let's go Sulliburg. Oh, no. Can I not? I guess we're gonna go to the forest. We enter the outskirts of Valinor and take in deep breaths. The air is so fresh and pure, it's almost hard to explain. However, our enjoyment is hindered by Zamira's worried look.
Well, what's the news? Is everything okay, Zamira?
I guess everything is fine. Technically. It's just something I need to tell you in private. The villagers will have enough on their plates tonight.
What?
So it's something that affects them too?
More than that, actually. Look, I'll be completely honest with you. I'm sure Valinor will be resettled in the future.
Okay.
I'm glad you think so, Zamira. I was starting to worry about everything. It seems like Milas has everything under control.
Yeah, about that, This is where it gets a little awkward. You see, he didn't really tell you everything.
What?
What? Really?
This is starting to get pretty overwhelming. He seemed pretty open. What was he hiding? I don't think I can handle another revelation.
It was probably too embarrassing for him to admit, but he doesn't really want to lead Valenorth anymore. He told me when he gets to Mazeo, he's staying for good.
That can't be true.
He was doing such a good job.
He was, but I understand where he's coming from. It's possible to be good at something you don't enjoy. He deserves a fresh start, a pursuit of his own choosing.
Yeah, that is true.
I guess so. Then what about resettling Valenorth? Who'd be in charge when that happens?
People would migrate back too slowly. We'd be in no shape to hold a formal election. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but that means
Bingo.
the seer.
Oh.
Does somebody want to fill me in?
Matters of Valenorth's future. With no elder, they're under the jurisdiction of the seer. Believe it or not, he gets to choose the next leader.
Oh.
A contingency plan for special cases like this. The only condition is that you can't choose yourself.
Okay, good.
Your duty and role in Valenorth is already well established. Take your time, evaluate the candidates, and think about it. Again, it's not really bad news, it's just another change.
Yeah.
There's really nothing to think about, though. Choose me, then I won't be the third wheel anymore. We can be a trio, and work together all the time.
For tame.
Hey now, let's not jump to conclusions. I think I'd be a fine candidate for elder. Fortum was trained to fill the gap I'd leave.
Oh my. I should have expected this. Sorry to put you in an awkward situation.
Samira, you're a cute little dummy.
It's only awkward if Valessa makes it awkward.
Whatever.
You're acting like children. It's hard to choose which one will be next leader. They cross their arms and turn away from each other, fighting over an opening that was only revealed seconds ago. I can understand their passion, but we need unity right now.
Look! This might not be relevant for years to come. There's no need to argue about this. Stay focused. We have a really important job on our hands, you know?
They don't respond and simply retain their pose. Their passion for Valenorth is admirable but intrusive. We had a clear goal, and now things were getting muddy.
None of you know where Peregrino is, right? If I start walking without you, you'll get lost. I'll give you a few minutes, but I'm on a schedule.
The threat makes them both turn back around.
Good. That's what I thought. Take a few moments to talk amongst yourselves. But when you're ready to go, we need to move as fast as we can.
All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Zamir rests against a nearby tree and lets out a loud sigh. He was just relaying information. The fallout wasn't his to deal with. We have a few minutes to spare. I should make the most of it. I'm gonna end it right here, because this is just too much as it is. So, let's see where to put it. Here we are. We'll put it in here. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Alright. With that said and done, please spank the subscribe button. Show it your love. Hit the little notification bell and make sure it rings a ding ding to all the notifications of any videos I post up. And no matter what, my friends, make up your own path. Be the great seer that you want to be. Don't let the horrible future that you see be a horrible future. Create your own. And with that, stay fluffy, my friends. Goodbye.